Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy, and welcome to a whole bunch of Kingdom Hearts knowledge that you might not have known. Starting us off on the title screen of Final Mix, the original Japanese PS2 release has exactly one piece of content that isn't in modern collections. A trailer for Final Fantasy X-2. Yay. In 2015, a pitch document for Kingdom Hearts was leaked onto the internet, revealing that the game's original title was Kingdom of Hearts, as well as quite a few other concepts that made it into the finished game, and some others that didn't. The pictures inside depict an incredibly early version of Sora with white hair and orange pants. The first trailer of Kingdom Hearts has Donald and Goofy dressed as they are in the ending, and Kairi has a much worse face. Other than that, it's not too different from the final. Here were concepts for Donald and Goofy's designs made at Disney Interactive. It's a little weird to see Goofy wielding a sword, and that's widely believed to be why it was changed. The Magic Command menu originally listed the MP cost for every individual spell, and Cure would have cost 2 and not 1. I kinda wish they would have kept this feature, cause first time around it was a little hard to get used to how much everything cost, because some do cost 2, others just cost orange, it's weird. Oh god, it's so hard not having high jump anymore. Back to where our journey got its beginnings. Destiny Islands has this early concept art where it has a whole bunch of water slides everywhere. Maybe we could have raced Riku down one. Speaking of having a great day at a theme park, you can occasionally meet Donald, Goofy, and Mickey in their Kingdom Hearts attire at Disney parks, but it's extremely rare. I've heard that they go years without donning the attire, and I don't know why they don't bust it out every year for Halloween. They really should. Embrace the fact that people love Kingdom Hearts, Disney, please. There's a lot of unused rooms in the game that are just locations that only appear in cutscenes, such as Destiny Islands at sunset, or Merlin's study before he opens the suitcase. I don't really think we need to give these too much attention, they're just that. Kairi has a lot of obscure dialogue after the race with Riku. You have to talk to her again after she tells you all the things that you need to collect, and you need to say it's all under control twice. And if you were the winner of the race, she will salute Sora as the captain. Dive to the Heart has an unused stained glass floor dedicated to Alice, foreshadowing that she is a princess. I love this art, and I wish it got used. I guess maybe the tutorial was just running a bit long and they maybe shortened it by 1. In an earlier video, I claimed that the rocks in front of Mystical House move at different speeds depending on how fast Sora approaches them. And this is claimed in the Ultimania book, but after actually testing it, it doesn't seem to be the case. If you manage to glitch your way to the Tea Party Garden before Alice's trial, you'll have this tree blocking the door and the location text, "There is a tree in front of the door." It's awfully strange. No other time does something like this happen. This is like a Kingdom Hearts 2 thing. Jiminy's journal has a couple of small details that are easily missed. I already showed how the doorknob can never be viewed from behind, as that's forbidden, and you would die as soon as you saw what horrors lie behind him. By comparison, here's Goofy, we can rotate him just fine. I suppose Minnie Mouse's tail is also forbidden knowledge, because you can't rotate her either. That's just because her ears are an illusion and they control the direction that she faces the camera because of that. Only a few characters were given idle animations in Jiminy's journal. Selphie here can't sit still, and then there's Lock, Shock, and Barrel. Many people wanted me to acknowledge Billy Zane as Ansem's voice actor like I did for so many others. He did a wonderful job, and he never returned to the role, and he doesn't even know why he was never called back. When selecting the wrong evidence package in Wonderland and sentencing Donald and Goofy for the crime, you can actually attack their cages to free them. You cannot lock onto them, so I've never known this. For this point and several others, I'd like to thank 2C Phoenix for sending me an entire Google Doc of information I didn't know. I'd like to thank Rebellious Trico for several points in this video as well, who also sent me a Google Doc of information from the Ultimania book. In Olympus, Sora references other Final Fantasy protagonists with his victory poses, but Donald does his trademark dance from The Wise Little Hen, his debut cartoon. Goofy's shield rolling over his shoulders is from Goofy the Olympic Champ, and his losers pose is from the cover of a Goofy movie. Here's one of the wackiest changes to the Final Mix version. This is not guard armor. The game is lying to you. In Final Mix only, they gave this form of guard armor its own separate journal entry. Its official name is Red Armor. The Black Stealth Sneak's name is actually Sneak Army. You and whose army? You're one guy. And the behemoths that have flames drawn on them are the Destroyed Behemoth and the Arch Behemoth. Bizarrely, the Arch Behemoth's journal entry mentions that it's weaker than a regular behemoth. Many people sent in a tip that you can restart in the Hades and Hercules Cup time attacks and it will freeze the clock until you reach a boss fight. But I tried this, it does not work. I think it might be a PS2 only thing. I've already mentioned that Rock Titan is mathematically the fastest way to level up in this game, but if you want to level up by just doing absolutely nothing and leaving the game on overnight, you can do that. It awards 1 tech experience every single hit, Donald and Goofy can just fight it, and only Sora can deliver the final blow. Whee, look at this, I'm giving Jane a ride! You can rotate worlds on the Gummy ship mission screen. Should it ever look like you're about to lose against Sabor in the treehouse, Tarzan will always jump in and save you. Did you know that you can appease a shivering white mushroom with Mushu's fire? Dumbo's splash is also considered ice magic, so it will cool off a sweltering white mushroom. Clayton has a sparsely seen melee attack where he just whacks you with his gun. Did you ever notice how the 100-acre wood is on a slanted table? This means that if you try gliding in it, you will actually obey that slant and can potentially go right off the screen. You can lead a poo to water, but you can't make him drown, or something. If you lead him into the water, you get this humorous animation. There plays an obscure version of This Is Halloween with fewer instruments than normal, and it only plays before meeting Jack Skellington. I will not be playing it in this video, I will have it linked below. Turns out Oogie Manor doesn't just sit there and take it. He can punch you in some specific circumstances. Remember that boulder you can crush in Destiny Islands by just jumping at it right? It turns out there's other objects like that in other worlds. If you want to make the fight with Chernobog completely free, you can land on this little piece of the volcano and use summons from it. It's not very efficient for most of them, but for ones like Mushu or Dumbo, it could be kind of nice. Sora, Donald, and Goofy don some new duds whenever they don't fit in a world. According to some early concept art, Sora would have had costumes in Agrabah and Deep Jungle. I don't think these outfits suit him, and I see why they were dropped, but it's kind of cool as a drawing. The duds they don in Atlantica were some of the earliest designs created for the characters. You can see this because Goofy retains his green hat that he doesn't wear at any other time besides the ending. I've decided that I'm gonna sell all of my useless Proterra chains that I've gotten and trade them in for something else at the shop. If you have mystery mold or the rank materials from rare truffles, those are excellent selling fodder. They exist to be sold and are used for absolutely nothing else. Same with pretty stones, but they sell for a much lower amount of money. The magical arts are useless once Merlin has acknowledged us as having them all. And in a great big womp womp moment after selling everything I was okay with parting with, I couldn't actually afford 25,000 money to craft a second defense up, so I called it a day at only 1. And chose to instead buy every single weapon for Donald just so that I could appreciate them in the menu, because unlike later games in the series, you can't see them unless you have purchased them. So here you go, every single weapon that Donald can possibly have in his inventory. God save the Queen. Beyond these, there's 2 that I never obtained. One is from a chest in End of the World, the Meteor Strike. This is an attack-focused one, and I actually usually end the playthrough with this, so I'm a little surprised that I forgot about it. And the other is the Wizard's Relic, found from beating wizards 1 in 500 times. I also was gonna buy every single one for Goofy, but in yet another womp womp moment, I couldn't afford one of them. I don't have the Adamant Shield, but besides that one, here they all are. And here is the Defender Shield. There are 2 unused Keyblades that can be accessed with Action Replay. Don't get too excited, they're just all white Kingdom keys. Their names are Big Hong Key and Small Hong Key. Some early concept art shows an ability where Sora and Riku would have swung their Keyblades around by the chain. This is similar to an ability called Chain Rave that would eventually be added to Kingdom Hearts Recoded. Here's the thing I wish I knew the most! When selecting an ability, you can rearrange your abilities to sort by type. I've never known this. I just never noticed that was there because I always hit equip. I voiced not knowing what would happen if you crafted a weapon twice. The Moogle just simply says they can't do it. I've mentioned that your MP stat also determines the power of your spells, and that after 15 you stop seeing benefit. This is kind of true. See, just like how there is a damage cap system with the strength stat, there is also a damage cap system with the magic stat, meaning that spells like fire and thunder will do no additional damage after 15. But this means that Cure, Stop, Arrow, Gravity, and even Summons continue to see benefit after 15 MP. Because of this, and how easy it is to hit the strength cap of 55, I now believe that Diamond Dust may actually be the best Keyblade and not Ultima Weapon. Some Keyblades, like Pumpkinhead here, mention having the ability to deal a string of critical blows. I and many others interpreted this as you can get a critical hit on every hit of a combo instead of just the finisher. This is not the case. It's a mistranslation where in the Japanese version, it merely says, allows for frequent critical hits. You can see this because this description is given to every Keyblade with an enhanced critical rate, such as Oathkeeper and Divine Rose. I didn't mean to imply that Zantetsuken is useless. It is still a powerful ground combo finisher, even if it doesn't one-shot a regular enemy. Here it is being used on Unknown in a task by Roxas Akira. Here's a rare alternate cutscene. Enter the library from the opposite side by doing some tricky platforming, and Beast will actually approach Belle from the opposite end.
Oh, Belle.
You want to ruin the crap out of a touching moment in this game? Dodge roll into the loading zone around Kairi in the waterway, and sometimes this will happen.
A light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, your grandma's story, right?
That's right. We were together.
You know what's funny? I looked everywhere for you, but you were with me all along. Finally, we're together, Kairi. Now, it's time to get Riku back.
You think it'll ever be the same again between us? Riku's lost his...
When I turned into a Heartless, you saved me, remember? I was lost in the darkness. I couldn't find my way. As I stumbled through the dark, I started forgetting things. My friends, who I was. The darkness almost swallowed me. But then I heard a voice. Your voice. You brought me back.
I didn't want to just forget about you, Sora. I couldn't.
That's it! Our hearts are connected. And the light from our hearts broke through the darkness. I saw that light. I think that's what saved me. No matter how deep the darkness, a light shines within. I guess it's more than just a fairy tale.
Well, let's go!
You can't go.
Why not?
Because it's way too dangerous.
Come on, Sora. We made it this far by sticking together. You can't go alone.
Kairi, even if we're apart, we're not alone anymore, right?
I can't help?
You'd kind of be in my way.
Okay. You win. Take this. It's my lucky charm. Be sure to bring it back to me.
Don't worry, I will.
Promise?
Promise.
Don't ever forget. Wherever you go, I'm always with you.
There's an obscure missable cutscene that happens only by talking to Aerith right after clearing the Pegasus Cup. She talks about how much Cloud means to all of them. Rarely, non-Final Fantasy game series have made appearances in Kingdom Hearts. Originally, Aerith's role would have been filled by Aya from Parasite Eve. In Final Fantasy VII, Sephiroth is left-handed, but in Kingdom Hearts, he's depicted as being right-handed. Some believe that this is a mistake, but others interpret it as him going easy on Sora because he's just a kid. There is exactly one world that we saw but never actually got to visit ourselves: Disney Castle. Sora was shown to go there in early trailers, and it still fully exists in the code, and was fully explorable in the sequel. In interviews, they said that this place was supposed to be pure and they didn't feel right having Heartless running around in it. But I guess they changed their mind in a couple of years. I think the most interesting thing about Disney Castle is the stuff that you can't see within the shots of the cutscenes, such as this topiary of Horace Horsecollar, a rather obscure character that I personally really like. There aren't really that many unused areas in the game besides Disney Castle, but one that garnered an awful lot of interest was a cut final room for End of the World that's different from what we got. Based on its shape, it appears to be some sort of arena for a boss fight. Many believe it was for one last duel between Sora and Riku before fighting the true version of Ansem, but I don't overly get how that would have worked exactly. Like, we already had our big climactic fight with Riku. Him showing up at the end of the final boss fight was meant to be a surprise.
Okay.
I think that it wouldn't have really worked. Some also theorize that you would have fought Darkseid here instead of having him be during the fight with Ansem. I'm not really sure, but it seems like some boss fight was planned. I've talked about numerous rooms that have names you could never see, such as the Core in Agrabah. Well, Ansem's final form is an area called the World of Chaos. Now for the worlds that saw destruction, the places that we never got to visit on our own. I'm talking about cut worlds. I'm being overly dramatic. The Pride Lands from The Lion King was supposed to be in the first game, but it couldn't be included due to time constraints. It required a lot of additional work to get the game understanding Sora turning into a four-legged creature and having to animate all of his moves differently. Plus, Disney disapproved of the designs that they made for Sora as a lion because they thought he looked too similar to Simba. This is probably why he has darker fur in later appearances when we actually do go to the Pride Lands. A downright painful disappointment of a cut world that we know very little about was a planned Toy Story world. This wouldn't happen until Kingdom Hearts 3, almost 20 years later. It's commonly assumed that this was nipped in the bud pretty early because Disney's relationship with Pixar was complicated at the time and it was hard to get the rights. There was to be a world based on Atlantis: The Lost Empire, a movie that I've never personally seen, but I've seen a surprising number of people in recent years saying that it's underrated and they want to see it in Kingdom Hearts. According to interviews, they felt that it wasn't a good fit story-wise. The movie is full of vehicles and robots, and they would want to realize that in the gameplay. They felt like having a vehicular combat world would be redundant with the Gummy ship. You want to get an easy as pie secret? Sit on the screen and do absolutely nothing for about 4 days. That timer down there that's counting your playtime, when it hits 99 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds and tries to get up to 100 hours, it will roll over back down to 0 and change color. It will do this up to 3 times. Here's all the colors that it can possibly become. And if you want to get an easy as cake trophy, just simply let it roll over 100 hours and then go beat Ansem. This trophy is only awarded after beating the game within 15 hours, which usually requires skipping cutscenes and or playing on beginner. In this case, you still get it anyway because all it cares about is the numbers and not the color. Oh, yay, free trophy. Gold one too. Speaking of trophies, I say we go in and learn about these. Master Defender and Master Magician require getting every single weapon for Goofy and Donald respectively. We've obtained Blade Master, we've obtained Oath Keeper, Ace Pilot, clear Gummy Ship mission number 3 for the first time. You just need to do one level 3 mission. These are quite hard to do, but you can get this one if you just make a really decked out Gummy Ship. Veteran Pilot we've done, Test Pilot we've done, Top Gun, clear all Gummy Ship routes. That is every single connecting route between the worlds. Customizer we've done, Hidden Trophy. This trophy is the prepubescent Flying Ace, or just Flying Ace actually. You just shoot down 2,500 enemies in total with your Gummy Ship. I am impressed that we have not gotten this yet. It even seems like a fairly common trophy, all things considered. Gummy Ship Collector. That requirement has changed over time. Upon the original release on PS3 for this collection, it was obtaining all Gummy blueprints, meaning you had to beat all of the level 3 Gummy missions. It was misery, pure misery. We have all of the synthesis-related ones. We have Minigame Maniac, we have Best Friend, we have Top Dog, we have Professor, Searcher, Storyteller, Record Keeper, Pooh's Friend, End of the World. Man, only 36% of players actually finished the game. Pixie Dust, Pumpkin Prince, Master of the Seas, Honest Soul, Magic Lamp, Member of the Tribe, Junior Hero, The Rabbit Hole, Where the Bells Toll, Heartless Hunter, 2,000 Heartless, Rags to Riches, obtaining 10,000 money, Treasure Hunter, opening 100 treasure chests. I'm pretty sure I got every treasure chest in the series. What is above that? That one is Level Master. It is a silver trophy, and you need to get up to level 100 with it. Really, just beat up the Rock Titan for a while, you'll get it fine. Time Attacker, Supreme Soloist, complete the solo challenge, One Winged Angel we just got, the Frosty Giant, beating the Ice Titan, Coliseum Champion, win the Hades Cup, Hero of the Coliseum, win the Hercules Cup, Artisan Hero, win the Pegasus Cup, win the Phil Cup, defeat Kurt Ziza, defeat the Clock Tower Phantom, defeat the Mysterious Man in Hollow Bastion, he who does not exist. Sounds like Voldemort or something. This one is just Speedster, yay recording out of sequence. Undefeated, clear the game without using a continue. If only I hadn't died to 2 regular Heartless, we could have had this. Unchanging Armor, clear the game without changing equipment. There's your use for playing on beginner mode, even if you're a veteran. Novice Player, clear the game on Final Mix Beginner or higher difficulty level. Final Mix Master, clear it on normal mode. The hidden trophy here, as you would imagine, is clearing it on Proud mode, and the trophy is a picture of Kairi, which is pretty cute. She is the ultimate. And then Kingdom Hearts Master, obtain all other trophies. Here's every blueprint that you unlock by beating level 3 Gummy missions. Your reward for collecting them all is this blueprint of Bahamut. As one last Gummy ship topic, there was a chest I never opened at End of the World containing a Drill G. This is a unique Gummy block in that it's a melee weapon. As you can see here, I've strapped it onto your mom, and it's not that effective at its job. But in beginner mode, it straight up one-hit kills anything. You can just run into every obstacle and you will always win. The ending has exactly one localization change. Kairi has this line in Japanese only.
届いてるよ、空の気持ち。忘れないで。
This might seem like a pointless edit, but Kairi's I know you will in the English version gets the point across too. And this edit only exists because the English version of Simple and Clean has lyrics in this spot, whereas the Japanese version does not. The English credits are full of typos I've never noticed. For instance, the word coordinator is consistently spelled coordinator. Depending on your difficulty choice, you'll get one of 3 different ending pictures. Here they are. And now, the super secret ending. You will see a different extended version of the secret ending if you complete the Hades Cup, find all 99 puppies, seal every keyhole, 100% Jiminy's Journal, which includes beating Sephiroth, and beat Ansem again. In Proud mode, you just gotta seal every keyhole and beat the Hades Cup. For your viewing pleasure, Another Side, Another Story, Deep Dive. And that is every single thing I know about Kingdom Hearts. Next time, a new adventure. See you guys then.
Huh? Oh boy! So much to do! So little time, huh? Take your time, huh? And don't be afraid. Oh boy! The door is still shut, ha ha! The closer you get to light, the greater your shadow becomes. But don't be afraid. And don't forget, pal. But don't be afraid. Oh, oh, oh boy. Oh, you hold the mightiest weapon of all. So don't forget. You are the one who will open the door, pal. Riku, can you hear me? I'll be there soon. I have the other Keyblade. Oh boy. The one that belongs to this world. I've been trying to get through to you, but the darkness in your heart kept me away. Your heart won the battle against darkness, but it was too late for your body, pal. That's why you're here, in this place of darkness, where hearts are gathered. I'll be there soon.